welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. This guy's sitting pretty, 5-1 through 6 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive.
Ready to go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense and their quarterback Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
That's good for a Bears first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on? Thanks to their punter, this defense has been set up in a really nice spot with the offense pinned back against their own end zone. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll run to the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. And they entered play on a 2-game win. Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out.
Ready, set.
To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again here, Williams. Pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here comes the 7th play now in this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. 15 yards there for number 15. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Williams going to look to throw again. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Williams. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it on 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Santos' kick is up and opening drive, 3rd quarter, and we'll see how this defense comes out of the locker room. Play action. Now Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the give, now Williams. Dunze wide open, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle to about the 26 here.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll go play action here with Williams. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And this is going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Really? So we're in the third quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he takes this one in. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Across midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The New York set to take the field. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. There's not a whole lot of margin for error for this defense right now. Trailing in the 4th, they need a stop. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Williams. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
In motion, the tight end. Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4 sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Adunze. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pick one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. There's not a whole lot of margin for error for this defense right now. Trailing in the 4th, they need a stop. He'll start on the ground here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Quickly completed to the right flat. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So now here is Jackson Dart and the Giants. Down 20-13. Exactly. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your own crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa. Not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Green around the world, looking militant. I fly United, never spirited. Only restaurant is gonna be Millicent.
What?
I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's
Dallas Multipass.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we the settler. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie. I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run.